Livonia business and political leaders recently gathered for a groundbreaking celebration to mark the third major project for an industrial parcel of land in western Livonia. This will be another significant investment, bringing more jobs to the city. Hello, this is CityScape, a regular vodcast featuring people, places, and ideas that impact Livonia. I'm Dan West from the Livonia Chamber of Commerce. Local developer Ashley Capital recently began construction of a new 360,000 square foot logistics facility that is expected to bring 200 new jobs to Livonia. This project on the corner of Amrine and Eccles is adjacent to the 1 million square foot Amazon Fulfillment Center that opened in 2017, bringing more than 1,000 jobs. And next door to this new logistics facility that is under construction is the 500,000 square foot new headquarters for the Republic National Distributing Company. RNDC is one of the nation's leading distributors of wine and liquor and employs some 500 people at the new Livonia site that opened in 2019. The site of a long-shuttered manufacturing facility, Ashley Capital acquired this 120-acre parcel several years ago to make way for all three projects. Now to discuss the impact of all these projects for Livonia, we welcome Livonia Economic Development and Planning Director Mark Termina. Mark, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dan.
How long was this site vacant, and talk about the evolution through the years?
It was in around 2015 when Ashley Capital acquired the site, about 101 acres of the original 120 acres. Roughly 20 acres or 19 acres here at the corner of Eccles and Amrine was retained because that contains the water treatment facilities that were needed to continue operation because of the contamination. The original GM plant did have plating operations and other manufacturing operations that created groundwater contamination. So there was a process of continuous remediation that continued really through the approval of this project and is still ongoing to some extent.
Mark, when you consider this new logistics facility next to RNDC and Amazon, we're looking at $150 million of investment, over 1,700 jobs. How significant is that for a community like Livonia?
Well, it's significant when you consider that the former GM plant probably employed at least that many people and probably closer to 3,000 or 4,000 people at one time. This begins that recovery process of bringing jobs back to this part of the community. From an economic standpoint, if you just look at the tax base that it generates alone, is significant as well. Prior to these projects, the collection of taxes, at least going to the city, was somewhere in the order of $35,000, $36,000, maybe $40,000. Today, just these two projects, not including the one that we're looking at under construction, that generates over $850,000 in tax revenue for the city and well over $2 million in overall tax revenue. So it is significant, and that's not even to mention the spin-off effect that we have, bringing jobs back to this area. Those jobs are going to create additional economic activity in the area for the businesses along Plymouth Road, along Schoolcraft Road, and even into our adjacent communities.
As you talked about, after the environmental remediation and all that process went place, this kind of came together pretty quickly after Ashley got involved and started with their partnerships. I guess, why was this site in Livonia positioned to really make all this happen in relatively short order?
I think a couple of factors, well, several factors. When you consider the increase in business activity in the automotive sector, the rapid growth of Amazon and its distribution centers, the location of this property in proximity to the interstates, the favorable tax environment that exists here in the city of Livonia. I mean, those are all part of the recipe that really prompted the fast redevelopment of this site.
Well, Mark, I thank you for spending time with us on really a happy day today as we acknowledge more economic development. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Dan.
So that's all we have for CityScape this time. We'll see you next time.